What up guys, Nakamoto Crypto here. Today we gotta talk about EverSAFU. Is this project legit? Is it a scam? Can you potentially make some money with EverSAFU? And also we gotta tap into what all of these rebase tokens have in common, i.e. Safu, Titano, EverSAFU, Libero Financial, you name it. We gotta talk about the one thing they all have in common that could potentially save you a lot of money. Stay tuned, like and subscribe. Let's get to it. So off the rip, meet EverSAFU. It is basically just another one. First dual reward, auto staking, auto compounding, all that good stuff, you name it. These guys are claiming to be able to give you 385%, 945 APY. And we all know my stance on this, that's not sustainable. But the one thing I found about EverSAFU is absolutely alarming, because look at this, they have almost 6 major critical errors in their smart contract code, and this is absolutely dangerous. Not only that, their owners are not doxed, they are anonymous. I haven't found anything about the EverSAFU founders, but look at this. Functions that send ether to arbitrary destinations, completely critical. These guys can play with your smart contract code, and also vulnerabilities that are critical have been found in the smart contract code. Unchecked transfers, they can transfer money in and out of the faucet undetected, really, without anybody knowing what these guys have been up to. And also their auditor is completely untrusted, meaning it's not like, you know, Certic, Quantstamp, Solidity, and all of these major auditors. So they pretty much maybe audited themselves, or they paid some bogus third-party inspection audit company that just does some bogus job and let them run with these vulnerabilities in their smart contract. So if you are into EverSAFU, get your money, make your money, but just know that there are major critical errors in their smart contract code, which is a huge red flag, and people can potentially lose a lot of money. Dangerous combinations, I told you guys, keys and functions can be used to funnel money in and out of the contract. And also the major thing that is wrong with their smart contract is this right here. Their smart contract ownership is not renounced, meaning it belongs to a wallet. Just know that that origin wallet can wake up one day and rug everybody, pull the entire liquidity out, drain it into that wallet, and then funnel it elsewhere. So just know that EverSAFU is one of those ones that have their smart contract ownership not renounced, meaning it belongs to a wallet. And also, you know, dangerous combinations. There are so many bugs and errors. I'm gonna leave this link in the description box below for you guys to check out. The other red flag that I found about EverSAFU is this right here. When you go on to the BSC scans, you would know that they have over 1 billion EverSAFU out there as a total supply. So there's a lot of EverSAFU tokens that are circulating in the market, and PancakeSwap alone controls 8% of that, but this null address controls 13.5% of that. So just know that if this is the paying wallet address, they can manipulate it, they can play with it. But the major red flag that I found about this is that there are so many whale wallets in these smart contracts. It is absolutely stunning. Look at these. There's about 5 or 6 wallets that control 3.5% of the entire supply of these 1 billion tokens. That's a major red flag. And also so many wallets after that control 1.6%. Look at this, 1.8%, 1.5%, 1.2% of the supply. It doesn't end there. 0.9%, all the way up to 0.5, 0.2%. There are so many whale wallets that control a large amount of the supply. If all of these people decided to sell at once, EverSAFU is doomed. So if you are into EverSAFU and you are early, congratulations, make your money. But just know that there are many red flags with this project. Here is their chart, and this is what I was talking about. The major thing that all of these rebase tokens have in common is this right here. They launch at a low price and immediately shoot up. Look at the chart of EverSAFU. Shoots up to like $13-14 or something like that, and then comes right back down. It's almost as if history repeats itself. Like, who's selling at this point and who is injecting liquidity at these low prices? So when they start, there's always liquidity inside the smart contract, almost as if this is like some setup money or something like that. So there's always liquidity there. And then here comes the pump, major pump, downward spiral from there onwards. This is the chart of EverSAFU. That's what it looks like right now. And then if you compare it to the chart of Libero Finance, it's pretty much familiar. Startup with some kind of liquidity, shoots up and downward spiral. And then you have even the chart of Safu. You could argue the same thing with Safu. Startup, inject liquidity, shoots up, and then major downward spiral from there onwards. And that goes for Titano as well. Titano is like literally down here now at these levels. It is at critical. So all of these rebase tokens, they had the same thing. ULTRASAFU as well. These guys pretty much exit scammed. I mean, ULTRASAFU, they're not even talking to people on Telegram anymore. They just vanished. They launched, shot up to like $10, $7 something, and then they are back down to a few cents now, because they knew that this was not gonna last. 2% a day, 2.2%, 2.5%, that's not gonna last forever. Every single DeFi company that is doing rebase tokens, they know the drill. This is not gonna last long, and that was my point today. They all have this one thing in common. So if you are a smart person, the way to make money with this is you want to be this guy. You want to be this early into the smart contract, i.e. get into their whitelist. This is not financial advice. If you get into their whitelist, you early, or if you are an early investor, you get into the pre-sale or something like that, you can ride the wick up and you want to sell at these points, at these levels. I'm not recommending these. You guys know my stance on these. All of these auto staking, auto compounding, rebase tokens, I believe all of them are going to zero. I'm sorry, this is just the truth. I don't believe that this is sustainable. And all of their founders, the ones that are doxed, they are telling you the same thing. Safu, Brian Legend, is telling you, hey man, this is not sustainable, so you better enjoy it for about a year before we cut the basing rewards. Titano telling you the same thing. This is not sustainable. After a while, maybe this is gonna drop, you know, the rebase rewards. And the minute they drop these rebase rewards, people are just not interested anymore. People want high APYs, unfortunately, into DeFi. So they know what time it is. That was just a marketing tactic, marketing gimmick that I feel like they are all using because this is so attractive in the front end. But they all fly high and then crash and burn. And that is not a long sustainable DeFi play in my opinion. Now, after a proper understanding of what they all do and all the charts that I've shown you, you know the drill now. So to get in, you just got to be early and then ride the wave up. You want to be the guy selling at the top. You don't want to be the guy selling at the bottom, wondering why is your rebase token rewards are not paying you as much. And this is the trick right here. I mean, they all promise you high APYs, but the issue is, like, if you're getting high APY on a token that is basically useless within a couple of months of launching, that's not a really high APY. It's not something like you should be proud of, jumping in and out of these ones right here, hoping to make money. I don't see any millionaires that are made with EverSAFU, Titano, and all of these other ones, you know. Long-term plays, this should be just your gambling play and not your long-term play. I see people putting a load of money in these platforms thinking they are going to get rich, and that is a dangerous thing to do. And that's the purpose of this channel, is just to warn the newbies coming into DeFi. Hey, they're gonna show you a lot of roses, but this is not all rosy. Once again, there's a high chance that you are being played. You are always going to get played with most of these projects anyway. So if you get in early, make your little money and get out. That's the main strategy, in my opinion. No financial advice. But as far as looking at this as a long-term play, no, because look at the charts again. Once again, when I showed you, they all have one thing in common. They are down here now, and they started literally up here. So this was just a short one. What are your thoughts on EverSAFU? Do you think it's a legit project? Do you think it's a scam? Can you make money with EverSAFU, or are you making money with EverSAFU? If you are, then congratulations. Let us know in the comment section below. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.